Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Swift Tips with Swift Ties. I am your host, Ebony Rose, and I welcome you all back to another week. I hope you all had a great holiday weekend, spending time with family, and we are back at it. We have another good tip to talk about today. Um, and I think this is a good tip to kind of like keep in the back of our minds as we are either embarking our if we're new with starting our social media journey, being a content creator and what have you, an influencer or whatever you want to be, or even if it's just you being the brand of your business and you're on social media platforms, right? So this topic, just going through different types of platforms and watching different videos and seeing how people interact on social media and seeing how people carry themselves on their platforms and how they, you know, different topics that they talk about. This is a good thing to either bring up, because there's do's and don'ts. In my opinion, there are do's and don'ts when it comes to social media, going live, what to say, not and what not to say. And one of the topics that I wanted to talk about today, really briefly, and again, if you are new here, first, please like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are new here, Swift Ties started doing Swift Tips with Swift Ties back in 2022. And these were meant to be quick, short tips to help you, whether it's with your business, whether it's with content planning, or whether it's with how do I begin on social media? What am I supposed to do on social media? What tools do I need on social media? Like, I'm giving all the tips that people have been bringing up, asking me about, and this is one of the tips that I felt would be good to kind of talk about and just give a brief reminder to some people out there in the social media world, right? So today, briefly, we're just going to be talking about using your platform to encourage others. Now, we all know that we see a lot of people on social media and they'll go live, and some people have their lives geared to a specific topic. Like, for instance, my lives are geared towards giving you tips on how to get you comfortable with social media and all the things I've mentioned before. And some people have different topics. They just talk about life, they talk about either what's bothering them, or they'll just have a live just having fun, or whatever they choose to do. My advice to you, especially if you want to um, be perceived as someone that gives good tips, or someone that gives good encouragement, use your platform to encourage others. A lot of people I have been noticing on social media, they want to watch people, they want to have places that they can go for encouragement, to be uplifted. There's a lot of mess on social media already. There's a lot of mess on social media. So we need to use our platforms, whether it's spiritual, whether it's for politics, it could be for anything. Let's use our platforms to encourage others. We don't want to be on our platforms. We don't want to click on someone's live video and just hear them like gossiping or talking about someone. It's not encouraging, it's not uplifting, and that is not what social media is for. It is to connect with new people, to make new connections with different businesses, different companies, networking. I have met a lot of different businesses since starting Swift Tips with Swift Ties, and everyone is so honored to have tips that aren't just focused on content. They're not just focused on business, but they're also focused on us and how we need to present ourselves on our pages. How do we need to present ourselves as our brand? Because if you are the face of your company, you want to make sure that your platform is geared towards your company and geared towards uplifting others. You do not want to have mess on your platform. You don't want to have mess on your social media. If you have your own personal page that's separate from your business, keep it separate. and that should have been another tip, but I'll just throw it in right now. Keep it separate from your business because you want to be professional. We see a lot of people that are unprofessional with their business, with their platforms, and people look at that stuff. People are looking at how professional you are, what's your reputation like in the past, so we need to be mindful that when we are, pressing that live button, we need to make sure that, okay, this is my business. I'm here to represent my business so that other people will feel more comfortable to reach out to me. People will feel comfortable to message me for advice, to message me for tips, to message me about a course that I'm starting, to message me about a program that they're involved in, or whatever. If you're selling items, if you're selling clothing, if you're selling jewelry, if you're selling makeup, if you're a hairdresser, it doesn't matter. If part of your journey with your business is to be on social media and to be live in front of people, we need to make sure we're using the platform to encourage others and not bring the negative side to it. Everything doesn't need to be put out there on social media. Everything doesn't need to be seen for everybody on social media. So we have to kind of be mindful when we are putting ourselves out there, make sure it's encouraging, make sure it's uplifting, because in all honesty, it's very, very tacky to come on social media and badmouth any other business, any other person. It's very, very tacky. So let's just use more wisdom. And this is not for everybody, but I know that I see a lot of it on social media, and I don't know who this is going to reach, but that is my tip for you today, is to use your platform to encourage others. If there's somebody you have an issue with, don't bring that on social media. Leave that for family or friends when you're having discussions with them. Everything does not need to be on social media. But that is literally all I wanted to come on here and say today. Happy Monday. Have a great week. Share this with someone that may need a tip. They may be trying to start social media, and I'm thinking about doing like the do's and don'ts of social media. So make sure you share this with somebody. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My email is info@swiftties.com. You can always visit my website, www.swiftties.com, or you can call us at 860-689-1083. We are here every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those of you in different time zones. But we would love to hear your feedback. Please feel free to give us a shout out on social media, and we will see you next week at 9 a.m. Take care.